What up, guys? I'm going to give you a good one here. You know, when you really, if you really want to get the narcissist to really see things from your point of view, if you've been with a narcissist long enough to where they've kind of like gotten used to being with you, and if it's been a long period of time, and really, where you kind of get the narcissist back in a sense, and I'm not saying this is something you want to do, because for healing's sake, it's not something that you try to do. If you're trying to heal, healing is kind of like out for yourself. You're not going to give a care about what the narcissist is doing. But to some degree, there is a little something like, you know, you kind of, in a weird way, man, it's like, I kind of want them to feel a little bit of this. You know, that this cold ass plate that they put in my lap, I kind of want them to feel a little bit about this. Okay, and if you want to, I don't think that's not a bad thing to say, man. And maybe if people are out there and say that you shouldn't think like that, never, well, then maybe you're a little too empathic, okay? And maybe you need to like sit down for a minute, okay? And you know, maybe just be quiet, because in my opinion, man, I think that we all that have gotten a cold plate from a narcissist feel sometimes, at least a little bit, okay? If you're humanity, you want them to feel a little bit of this. And if you want to really get them to feel a little bit of this, in my humble opinion, it's funny because they always do all the work in the love bomb, they say, and this is true. And then, you know, they reap all the reward in the end, you know, because, like, they put in the work, and then after they do the love bomb, man, they ain't putting in no work. You put in all the work, man, and they get you back, and then they can slander you and smear you, and then leave you in the dust, because that's what they love to do, man. That's what makes them feel good. It's not what makes us feel good. But after you've been treated like that over and over and over again, because, yeah, they got you manipulated several times, and you walked into these messes, fine. Maybe you deserve, you know, some of this a little bit because you allowed yourself to fall into this trap or whatever, so be it. Okay, but at the same token, you know, they're being maladaptive and they can fall into a trap too, so be it for them, right? Not that you want to fight fire with fire, but at the end of the day, at the end of the relationship, if you've been with them for a long time and they've been counting on you, and they're always used to one-upping you, then, you know, this is where they get attached to you. They may not love you, right? And that's fine. But you know what? They can't attach to you, but you know what else they can't do? They cannot detach from you, because they are afraid of abandonment. So, yes, you love them, you cared for them, and they didn't love you the same way. They just love what you could do for them. Fine. But if you want to get them back, it's going to be at the end when you say, I'm detached, man. I'm not in love with you anymore. I've moved on. And then that's when they're screaming for you. Okay? So when you leave them out in the cold, I'm talking about, that's why no contact, period. You know, not this wishy-washy stuff, man. No contact, period, gets them back. Because you're giving them that cold plate that they've been setting in your lap. And it doesn't look the same to you. But it's going to feel the same to them when they can never get you back. It's that person that you gave 22 chances, and that 23rd time when you say, man, I'm done, and they think it's a joke, okay? But you know, a lot of times you fall for the trap of going back to them. You're going back to them, man. But you got to get to that point to where, you know, they come to re-hoover, man, and you're like, no, man, I'm done with this shit. I told you. And I know I told you a lot, but this was my very, very, very last time, okay? This is where you get them back. If you want to get them back like this. You just do you, and when you redeem and recover yourself from wherever they put you through, and you grow, and you blow off that steam, doing something righteous in your life, man, like pressing some new weight that you hadn't pressed in the gym, man. That's how you get this stuff blown off. Okay? Like, getting that degree that everybody said you can't get, losing that 20 pounds that they said you can't do. This is how you blow off narcissistic BS, bad energy. You put it just like they take your good soul energy when they flip that energy with you, man, and they turn on that flame, right? And they turn that good energy into some dark energy, and they destroy everybody with it, right? They put it through the factory. Well, just like they gave you all that bad energy, man, hey, we had the ability to do the same thing. We grew up in the same household with the same narcissist parent, same family. They were corrupted one way, and we were blessed the other, okay? So if they can do it, we can do it. You take that dark energy that they threw on you, and you work it out for righteousness, man. You work that out. Redeem yourself. You grow with that. You let that fuel that flame, man. You let it fuel that flame. And when they see you and you grinding and shining and grinding and shining, and they can't catch up. And they're always, if they're taking you 2 and 3 steps back every time that you're with them, you best believe they still going steps further back, no matter what they're showing you in a picture. But you just keep progressing. You keep pressing on. You keep pressing forth, man. And I'm telling you, you will succeed like you ain't never seen before, because this kind of fuel does this to you. It makes you want to be the best that you could ever be, and to grow every day, and to make it a purposeful, meaningful day more than it ever was before. Because before, life was either boring, or you weren't living right, or understanding what the hell or who the hell you were from your history. That was a bliss. Now you come and correct. And when you come and correct, and God giving you opportunity, to walk through this through nature, and to get through life, doing things the right way instead of these stupid maladaptive ways that you were taught or whatever, or fell into these traps. Now you know the correct way, and you know how to come correct, and you know who is evil and who's out for you, and who to stay away from, and you know the signs, and you know who is corrupt, who is evil, because you know the red flags, and you know your intuition, and you know what to do now. And you just focus on that. You focus on you. You grind and you burn that fuel, man. And you only give it to people who deserve it. You let that light shine, and you only give it to people who deserve it, man. And they don't. So you let them starve forever. Forever, man. You don't give them no time. You don't give them nothing of you anymore. You gave it to them, they abused it, they lose it. And that's it. Nothing else to say. And so, the narcissists, when they come to find you, they think that they got you in the bag, and they think you're like the one. They only come to people that they feel like that they already can win. That's it. And that's maybe not even, they may not even know what they're doing, that the construct tells them. The evil doer inside them. Who cares? The bottom line is they were out not for your goodness, and all you wanted to do was get to know the individual, and not to abuse and to manipulate and to hurt, but to help and to promote. And they did not want the same for you. Doesn't matter. What matters is where you're at today and where you're going tomorrow. And you want to go up. When you climb a mountain, is hard. You have to go against gravity. You have to go against when you grab onto a rock, some are going to fall on you. But you don't give up. It rains and it gets cold, and it's harder to breathe the higher you go up that mountain. But when you get up to the top of that mountain, you have a glorious sight to see from the top of that mountain peak, man. And you see everything for what it really and truly is, because you have a higher viewpoint. and you can see the enemy easier. You can always kill the enemy from a high point of view. If they're in the valley, you can destroy them very quickly with not a lot of work. And so you want to continue to climb till you get to the top of the mountain. When you get to the top of the mountain, you're always closer to God, because God is in the highest heights of the heavens. And to get to God, if you can be closer to Him, it's not easy to grow in this world system and to be fruitful, okay? But it is worth it, every step that you take, and every foot that you climb, and every inch that you take, that you gain. Some days you'll only gain an inch or two, but some days you'll take a mile. So you got to be able to, just like in poker, you got to grind. And grinding is saying, you know, I got a lot of hard hands here and I'm losing some of them, but I'm still thinking through the whole thing with my strategy, and I'm not going to fall asleep here, but I'm not also going to go on full tilt, and I'm not going to lose everything in one hand. You got to make smart choices even when you're fatigued, knowing that your eyes are on the prize. And when you're with the narcissist, there is no prize to look forward to. There is no better version of you to look forward to. There's only more of a devastated, devalued individual that you got to look forward to, and there's nothing good for you in it. When you're seeking for a partner, you want to seek for a partner that values you, grows with you, and turns you into, makes you feel like that you can grow with them and feel comfortable putting stock in them, and that they value you as much as you value them. They don't piss on your fire, but they stoke it. They feed the flame that is your vision, and they grow with you. They're behind you, and you have freedom in the decisions that you make in your life. You never have to think to walk on eggshells, and you want to be able to trust them, to honor them, to respect them, and they should do the same for you. And so I'm going to end this here, but this is kind of a little bit of a victory speech, I guess. I want, the narcissist wants you to gravel, to get on in the gravel, and to lay down for them, and to grab their knees and their ankles and wish them back. They want you thirsty. If you ever hear that in dating, you never want to be thirsty, and you especially do not want to be thirsty for a narcissist. Do you focus on you? It's going to be hard, but it's worth every step that you take. And just like you grow in your energy and your strength and your power in the gym, if you go every day in life, the same will happen. You will get more endurance, and you will be able to stand, and you will be able to walk in places that you never thought you could walk, and that you will be able to run in places that you never thought you could run. You will be able to do things in ways that you never thought you could. Push yourself and be the best version of yourself in 2024. Give me a like, a subscription, a thumbs up. I love you guys. Stand tall every day. And until next time, soldier up. Peace.